Have you ever wondered what the world will look like in just a few short years? Not 10, not 20, but 5. Because while most of the world is still adjusting to the power and promises of 5G, the next revolution is already knocking. A revolution that's going to transform the very fabric of how we live, work, and connect with one another. This is 6G, and it's not just faster. It's smarter, more immersive, more intelligent, and potentially more powerful than any network we've ever created. Welcome to Tech Time Capsule, and today, we're diving deep into 6G network, a new era of technology. Get ready, because what you're about to hear might just change how you see the future. So, let's start at the beginning. What is 6G, really? The term stands for 6th generation wireless technology, and while it's still in early research and development, it represents a massive leap from its predecessor, 5G. If 5G brought us smart cities, real-time communication, autonomous vehicles, and high-speed streaming, 6G is about turning all of that into a living, thinking, interconnected reality. We're talking about network speeds approaching 1 terabit per second. That's not just fast, that's insanely fast. Imagine downloading hundreds of gigabytes of data in the blink of an eye. Imagine live streaming 8K holograms from your phone. Imagine being able to walk through an augmented world where the digital and physical layers are so tightly woven together, you can barely tell where one ends and the other begins. But speed isn't the only star of the show here. The real magic of 6G lies in its ability to think. This is a network that will incorporate artificial intelligence into its core functionality. It will learn from user behavior, adjust bandwidth dynamically, optimize performance on the fly, and even predict what you need before you ask. We're stepping into a world where the network becomes an active participant in our lives, not just a silent pipeline for data. And here's where things get wild. 6G isn't just for phones. It's designed to connect everything. Smart homes, self-driving cars, drones, virtual assistants, factory robots, medical implants, even our brains. Yes, researchers are already working on early-stage brain-computer interfaces that could, one day, be enhanced by ultra-low latency 6G. That means thought-controlled devices, direct brain-to-brain communication, and the potential to merge human consciousness with cloud-based computing in ways we've only seen in sci-fi movies. Let's talk about latency for a moment. 5G cut latency down to around 1 millisecond. With 6G, we're looking at latency so low, it's virtually imperceptible, perhaps as low as 0.1 milliseconds. That changes everything. Real-time communication isn't just possible, it becomes instantaneous. This opens doors to things like remote surgery with zero lag, real-time global collaboration, and haptic internet, where you don't just see and hear the digital world, you feel it. Now, where will this be useful? Everywhere. In healthcare, 6G could allow specialists on one continent to operate on patients on another using surgical robots in real time. In education, students could step into virtual classrooms and interact with lifelike holographic teachers. In entertainment, concerts, sports, and gaming will move beyond screens and into immersive, fully sensory experiences. And in transportation, self-driving vehicles won't just be connected, they'll be in constant conversation with each other, the roads, and the entire environment. But with such incredible power comes equally significant responsibility and some real concerns. With 6G, the amount of personal data being generated, transmitted, and processed will skyrocket. That means privacy, security, and data ethics become more important than ever before. Who owns your data? Who controls the network? What happens if an AI-driven infrastructure makes a mistake, or worse, gets hacked? That's why the global race to develop and deploy 6G is already fierce. The United States, China, South Korea, Japan, and the European Union are all investing heavily in 6G research, forming alliances, launching satellites, and building the groundwork for what many experts believe will be the foundation of global power in the 2030s. Whoever controls 6G doesn't just control faster internet, they control the infrastructure of future economies, defense systems, digital currencies, and even global culture. Now let's talk about the timeline. While 6G isn't commercially available yet, development is happening right now. The first prototypes are being tested. Standards are being proposed. Infrastructure plans are being drafted. Most experts predict that by 2028, we'll begin to see early versions of 6G roll out in major tech-forward cities. By 2030, it could be available to the wider public, marking the dawn of what some are calling the intelligent connectivity age. So what does this mean for you? Whether you're a creator, a business owner, a gamer, a student, or just someone who wants to stay ahead of the curve, 6G will touch your life. It will reshape how we access information, how we experience entertainment, how we do business, and how we connect with each other and the world around us. The real question is, are we prepared for that much change? Are we ready to live in a world where the internet is not just something we use, it's something we exist within? The 6G era is coming faster than we think, and it's going to challenge everything we thought we knew about technology. But if we prepare wisely, innovate ethically, and focus on human-centered design, we might just build a future that's not only more connected, but more meaningful. Thank you for watching Tech Time Capsule. If this video gave you a glimpse into what's ahead, do us a favor, like, share, and leave a comment with your thoughts. What excites you most about 6G? What worries you? Let's talk about it. And most importantly, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our deep dives into past, present, and future tech. Because here at Tech Time Capsule, we don't just talk about what's next, we break it down, piece by piece, so you're always one step ahead. Stay curious, stay inspired, and we'll see you